Hi everyone, it's Jessica. So I just got through just really simply planning in my Happy Planner, which I've been just using as kind of like a simple to-do list thing. And the sun came out and I figured that would be as good a time as any to plan this next week. So we're going to be planning the 18th through the 24th of January this week. And before we get started, I just wanted to say I noticed there were some new people who had subscribed, so thank you so much. And if you've been subscribed for a while, thanks for continuing to watch. That's so cool to me that anyone would be watching this. So welcome if you're new. Thanks for coming back if you're returning. And that's just really cool. Other thing is I have an Instagram now that I'm dedicating to stuff related to this channel. I'll put my handle, I was totally blanking on what the word was. I'll put my handle somewhere on the screen and I'll leave a link down below as well. If you are interested in checking that out, I update that a lot more frequently than I do this channel. So yeah. Anyway, this week I'm going to be using this Beauty and the Beast kit from KGPlanner. I bought this a million years ago. Okay, not really, like a couple months ago, but like it was in a haul that I did a few months ago. And since then I just have not been able to figure out a week to use it. It's super adorable, so it's like hard to let go of, you know? But this week I just decided I'm gonna do it. So I've got some washi to go along with that if I need it. And then to supplement, because this doesn't have like everything I need for this next week, I'm going to be using the navy from these July stickers from Oh Hello Stationery Co. We got flags, a sampler, to-do lists, banners, and half to-do lists. So I'm going to try to use some of those. And then for the yellow, I'm going to pull from the August stickers. So these again are the banners, half to-do lists, full to-do lists, and a heavily used sampler. I'm also going to use this sampler that came in some order from Purrfect Papery on Etsy, as well as my usual YouTube stickers and video chat stickers from Let's Plan It, which I think she still has some version of these in her shop, just not this exact match. And finally, I've got Happy Planner stickers, as always, in case I want to pull any of these. I've got the big quotes and then the like rainbow multicolored stickers. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm using these, and these are actually what they're called on the website, adorable kitty cat sticky notes that I got from Oh Hello, their website. And I've been just writing the theme of each week on them, and then after, when I decorate in the week, I move it over to the monthly section. I don't know why I do that. I just think it's fun. You know, whatever. Okay. So, the first real thing I'm going to do is, let's figure this out. I am going to take the half to-do lists, and I did this last week where for work I just put the half to-do list on each day that I'm working, and then that way I know what I'm doing, or I have a space to write it instead of having to like figure out everything that's going on at work this week, because some things are decided on a day-to-day basis. So I think I'm gonna do 3 of the yellow and 2 of the blue, so I'm gonna alternate those. And these are just easy to use, and I'm gonna leave the morning day night headers, or what used to be the morning day night headers, I'm gonna leave that there because I've been starting to write work at the top. And at first I thought I wasn't gonna like how it looked, but so far I like it. So, nah, you're crooked. I love keeping monthly themed stickers because I use them throughout the year. Like, I bought these months and months and months ago, but you know what? They still work for random weeks when I decide to do some random theme. I thought I wasn't gonna get any use out of the have to-do list. Like, first I would just buy either like the full monthly kit or like the have to-do list, the to-do list and the banners, and then I realized I wasn't using the have to-do list at all. So this is a good way to use them in my case. Okay, and then I end up using the adorable kitty cat sticky notes on Saturdays, and I just leave them in here and glue them down because I volunteer at the animal shelter on these days. Okay, so that's that for work, and then I'm going to go ahead. My mom and dad's wedding anniversary is on Tuesday, and they have been together for 25 years now, which is crazy. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I think what I'm gonna do is take this full box. I love KGPlanner sticker paper, by the way. I don't know what she uses, but I do love it. I'm gonna take that full box and put that there. Whoops. And then I'm gonna take this little engagement ring thing from Purrfect Papery, which I had no idea what I was gonna use this for when I got it, because I'm not engaged, I'm not planning a wedding, so I was like, what am I gonna do with this? But this makes so much sense, guys. And then I'll write on top of that. So that's that for Purrfect Papery. And then I need to do this washi, I just realized. Or I don't know what she calls this. I don't know if she calls it washi, but for the sake of our sanity, let's call it washi. And where is this supposed to fit? I have my eye on her Frozen themed kit. Because, like, okay, Beauty and the Beast is probably my favorite Disney princess movie because, like, Belle's not, like, annoying to me. So that's why I got this, obviously. Also, people have told me I'm Belle, which is kind of funny because as a little girl, I wanted to be Cinderella. That awkward moment when you want to be Cinderella and you grow up to be Belle. You feel me? I majored in English, this is why I say this. Okay, so that looks cute. I might put... I'm going to do a row of the yellow washi underneath that. And it's polka dotted as well. Lately I've been using the bottom section here to just track how much I spend. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that because I do that in my Happy Planner as well, so it's kind of redundant. So I don't know. I don't really know what to use this section for beyond that. Ow, I'm like sitting on my foot. Ow. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if I finished my thought. I tend to jump all around, but I definitely have my eye on the themed kit from KGPlanner for Frozen because it's very cute, and even though there are obviously issues with that movie that I have, like, it's cute. So next what I'm going to do is put a navy to-do list on Monday. That's more crooked than I would like, but it will. And then a yellow to-do list on Saturday. I like to try to not put the same color vertically in the same place. It's just a little thing I like. So now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use these little yellow flags for the videos I'm doing. No, wait, I can't do yellow because I want to use yellow YouTube stickers. Okay, what can I do then? I'm gonna use these blue flags. I'm gonna experiment here, guys. Ow, my foot. Come on. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the Let's Planet icon on top of it. Okay, good. That works. I like it. So I don't forget, I'm gonna put a blue video chat icon from Let's Planet on Sunday. Okay. I need to do this. I'm going to be doing a little collaboration with Oh Hello Stationery Co., which is super exciting. Don't know how I'm going to mark that. Probably just going to use this little flag and then write next to it. I don't mind white space. I really love white space. I think I've said this a lot before. And I like writing on the paper when I can. So that will be for that. I'm going to take these little pennants and use these as a weekend banner. They just won't say weekend banner, but that's totally cool with me. It'll still mark that I do not work these days. For church, I will do a little this teardrop, and then I'll write something next to it. I don't know what. I'm gonna take this full box and put it on Friday. Cute. Okay. What else? I'm gonna take a blue flag and stick it over this flag because this flag does not match. Obviously. Crooked, or it's not really crooked, it's just not covering the thing, which would be pointless. And rip up the paper. Another yellow flag to cover up the thankful thought, and then I will show you what happens next. What happens next will shock you. It probably won't, honestly. I hate clickbait titles, by the way. There's not a lot going on this week. Or there is, but I just don't know it yet. I'm gonna stick this half box thing up here. That is a crooked sticker, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. You can see the other colors poking through, but can we just pretend that doesn't exist? Yeah? Okay. And then we're gonna put Beauty and the Beast up in the corner, because I feel like it. And there's like a bunch of these guys. Why does Belle not have arms though? It's a little worrisome. On that note, let's just put these super spiffy people on this day. Even though these don't look like either of my parents in the slightest. Like, this looks like me, not my mom. And that looks like nobody I'm related to. And put this little girl, you know, the French maid thing up here because I need to clean that day, right? Lumiere was with her, right? That was kind of creepy, that whole setup, but whatever. Cogsworth is forever alone, I think, yeah. Sorry, man. And Mrs. Potts and Chip can go over here for like Sunday tea, right? Right? I don't know. Ignore me. And I'll just give, I think her name's Kimberly. I'll give her credit for this one and put this in the corner and then cover up that little bit of orange. That takes care of that. And I gotta use the Enchanted Rose somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Wow, I'm indecisive. Okay. So I think I will put these cute books from, this is from a Whoops order, so this is why it's like tearing. These cute books from Oh Hello on Saturday, because I'm trying to read more. So I'm trying to make Saturday a reading day. So we'll see if I do it. I'm filming this on Saturday, so we will see if I do that. Other than that, I already looked at those. There's nothing in there for me. Okay, so I think this is what it's gonna look like for this week. It usually ends up filling up a lot more as the week goes on, but what I have left are a couple of teardrops, a flag, half box, the little teeny tiny Belle and Beast because it just seems weird to have like two of them in the same thing, and then a additional little flag. So I may end up using these functional stickers later in the week if something comes up, but other than that, this is how it's gonna look. I will fill it out for you and show you that. What I forgot to do, I need to, well I don't need to, but I want to. I don't have any like really tiny decorative elements to put up at the top to mark my countdown to when I see my boyfriend, so I am just going to do one. Nope, don't cover that. I don't want to cover that. I have real issues with stickers that if they cover up too much of the text, it really annoys me. So to avoid that, I put my stickers a little weird. Okay, now back to writing. So for Oh Hello stickers, I use the Sharpie pen, and that works great. I also will use the ultra fine point Sharpie on them sometimes if I want it to be a little more bold. And then for KGPlanner stickers, I will use the Sharpie fine point because if I use a Sharpie pen, it just doesn't work. So, and that's nothing against the stickers. Like, I still love the stickers. I love the sticker paper. It's just, you gotta experiment sometimes. When you experiment with a new shop, you gotta figure out what pen to use on it. Okay. So, I want to do something fancy lettering style, which by fancy lettering style, I mean just like me being basic, but for my parents' anniversary. I think on the Purrfect papery sticker, Can I use... Yeah, you can use Sharpie pen on Purrfect Papery. I'll leave all the shops linked in the description because obviously... One year I made my parents an anniversary card and like I totally misspelled anniversary and I was like 19. So that was kind of embarrassing. It's because I used like a really script like font on the computer and I like added extra letters in there. Like I think there was an extra syllable. So now every time I write anniversary, I'm extremely conscious of what I'm doing. Oh crap, I already screwed up. It's a difficult word to spell, okay? I don't know how to fix that except to like fill this in. Actually, and I missed a letter. Wow. And I'm doing this on camera. I give up, man. I hate the word anniversary. I will never have one. No, that's... Oh my goodness, that's janky. This is just not meant to be. Wow, I can't get over that. Okay. So that is going to be it for this week after my lovely screwing up the word anniversary. I tried. I really tried. What I will do after this is like I will set reasonable goals in the weekly sidebar to meet my monthly goals, and I'm about to just film a video that will go up on Thursday about how I set goals and how I use the monthly section, and I'm going to get into that right after this video, but it will be 2 days later for you. So yeah, that is my Beauty and the Beast plan with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't think I'm an idiot for not being able to spell, and I will see you later. Bye.